All right, in this calculation, we are required to calculate the mass of sulfur present in a given amount of a pure sample. A pure sample of calcium trioxosulfate 4, and the chemical formula is provided, CaSO3, has a mass of 24.0 grams. Calculate the mass of sulfur present in this sample. So our flow of operation is to go from the sample, which is calcium trioxosulfate 4, and obtain the mass of sulfur present. So it is a calculation that has to do with 2 units. We're going to, of course, employ the dimensional analysis method. So the first thing is to get the molar mass of calcium trioxosulfate 4, CaSO3. So let's get straight off into the solution. The molar mass of CaSO3 is going to be given by, of course, we're going to use the relative atomic masses. Calcium, relative atomic mass of calcium is 40. So we bring in 40 plus relative atomic mass of sulfur is given as 32. And of course, plus oxygen occurs 3 times. And the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16. We have 16 multiplied by 3. And of course, this gives us 60 multiplied by 3 gives 48. 48 plus 32 gives us 80. And 80 plus 40 gives us 120 gram per mole. This is the molar mass of the given compound. And now it's good to point out that the mass contributed by sulfur is this 32. 32. So 1 mole of this compound has a mass of 120 grams. Of the 120 grams, 32 grams will be contributed by sulfur. So this is a relationship already. Now we can get straight into it. 24.0 gram of the sample. So let's work from there. 24.0 grams of CaSO3. And in dimensional analysis, we like to multiply to cancel out the units already given on the left. So the denominator is the area to go. How do we cancel out gram of CaSO3? And we're given from the molar mass, 120 gram of CaSO3 contains 32 gram of S. So we can make use of that. Molar mass right there, 120 gram of CaSO3 contains 32 grams of S. And now we've achieved our goal, because now gram of CaSO3 strike through grams of CaSO3, and the prevailing unit now is grams of sulfur, which is the requirement. That's what we need to find in this calculation. By multiplying through and dividing, we can obtain our final answer. These are similar values, very easy to calculate. So we can go 12 divides into 120 10 times, and 12 divides into 24, that's 2. 2 multiplied by 32 gives us 64, divided by 10, and that gives us 6.4 grams of sulfur, which is our final answer. Very simple and beautiful. And of course, that is given in the option D right there. All right. Now, attached to this video are 2 quizzes to test your understanding of the content of this video. I recommend you take the quizzes and click on your answers, and of course, study the solutions provided. In addition to this, there is a link provided in the pinned comments that takes you to the test, the comprehensive test on chemical composition stoichiometry, from which this question was drawn. I highly recommend you take the test to check your mastery or understanding of the topic. Finally, from the results of the test, if you need to study the full topic, there is a link in the pinned comment that takes you to the full presentation of the topic, chemical composition stoichiometry. Very exciting presentation. Study, learn, and enjoy. Thank you for being part of this session. And of course, I will see you in my next video.